and welcome back to KAGEYAMA. We're back with some Haikyuu Reaction Commentary. We're moving through this. We're nearing the end of Season 1. It's getting exciting. We've extended this game we're currently in, so I think we might see the conclusion of Karasuno versus Obai Josai. And before we get started, just a few things I want to mention. I really enjoy this series. I wouldn't be doing 22 plus episodes if I didn't. So if I say something that maybe you don't agree with, or you think I may be chirping or insulting the show, we're just trying to have some fun, trying to offer a unique perspective, trying to enjoy this. And two, a lot of you have kind of commented on things and saying, oh, it's this, how could you not know this? When it's like, well, I'm just watching the show for the first time. I've never seen any of this. I've never read the manga. I don't know any of the backstory. I haven't seen season 2, 3, 4, so you may know some more things than I do. So if we could try to all be on the same page here, that would be great. Anyways, I've talked enough. Let's get to it. Right, so KAGEYAMA gets subbed back in for Suga. Suga having done some work. KAGEYAMA learning a bit of a lesson last episode to trust and help his teammates. We'll see if he does that. That look isn't helping. He smiles the creepiest smile ever and everybody gets all freaked out. I mean, absolutely. Wait, so Suga's saying that KAGEYAMA's played probably more than he has? And so they're both freaking out? They both haven't played a lot? What, my boys? You did great! KAGEYAMA has sat his time on the bench. He learned a lesson. Hopefully he's going to come in and trust his teammates. Feels the same pride. This guy gets shook, I get. That is a terrible rotation, by the way. Having your setter penetrate from 6 through, then the player move back, that's dumb. Shank you, libero. KAGEYAMA rips the serve for an ace, buddy. Let's go, KAGEYAMA. Fly, it's tied now. Was that what the score was last time? You know what? Best not to think too much about it. Tanaka looking for a double high five. KAGEYAMA does it. That was the most awkward thing ever. They're like, what? Why did KAGEYAMA do that? Yeah, because he's learning. Okay, so they got this one up, but it's probably going to be a free ball. Yep, just bumping it over, free ball. They call it a chance ball, I call it a free ball. They're listening, and they don't see anything, and they don't even jump. So they were just listening the whole time, and then they run a quick with Hinata, and they weren't even paying attention. I mean, I think you could still watch your hitter, and you don't need to listen where they're going. I guess the idea is they just got so used to what they were doing before, now they're not doing it again, so. KAGEYAMA's playing like a fish in water. I don't get that reference. Great advice by Oikawa. Oh, that guy's getting pissed? What? Yeah, what? Are they breaking apart? Are they just shook now that this team has tied it up? You're up 1-0. Dishes the butter out to that guy for an easy side out. Okay, so coach is identifying that he's noticing KAGEYAMA learned his lesson and is now paying attention to his teammates. This coach is a great coach. Can we get that coach on Karasuno? He'd be great. Oh, that was a cool move. So you have to be able to jump really high to do that play, where you actually jump and then jump to the side to open up some space. You have to really be able to jump high, because when you jump to the side, you lose a lot of height. So, I mean, we've already heard that Hinata can jump really high, so that's possible. Now they have the lead? Unbelievable. And he's looking for the double high five, and he gives it to him, but a bit hard. Hinata has got to work on a better serve. I mean, I say that every episode. Hey, but if you're an F-flipper, you don't. You're fine. Chance ball. Nice tool, Asahi. We usually see Asahi just overpower guys, but to tool him, that's nice. Did KAGEYAMA just ask what kind of set he wanted? KAGEYAMA has learned his lesson. All it took was one benching, and then he comes back in, and I mean, bench him more. Maybe he'll learn some more lessons. Okay, so they're identifying that KAGEYAMA and Tsuki don't get along that well. And he's maybe the one that he has the hardest time connecting with. Which is a great observation, because they haven't really talked about it, but they have shown that he's the guy that he connects with the least. He's telling KAGEYAMA that communication is key. Just talk to him. I mean, it's right. Have a courageous conversation with the guy. Okay, you gotta make that dig, Tanaka. Nice pass, Daichi. Oh, you got dug. Okay, you said a shoot and you got dug. Not great. Okay, so they should be up or something now? Like, please show us the score. We're seeing hits that score, but we don't know the score. So coach calls a timeout, and he yells at them for being tense. You guys are too tense. Relax. Everybody relax. Not a great way to relax people, coach. Come on. Okay, Kageyama, talk to him. Okay, so they're talking here and trying to explain where Kageyama kind of sets the ball to try to lead Tsuki. I want to see a bit more what they're explaining, but Tsuki's basically saying that he has his own way of doing things, which, I mean, it's true. I think he's asked for it to be more consistent rather than you just trying to fire it to me and kind of lead me where I want to go. I mean, cross and turn, I don't really understand those expressions. That doesn't really mean anything to me. I mean, you can kind of call for, I mean, we called it a push or just kind of a standard straight up. If you set it straight up, you're a lot easier to hit it to position 5, which is to your right. But if you get the push, it's a lot easier to hit cross body and hit to position 1, which is, for a middle, is often open if both those blockers are there. But so I guess that Tsuki's saying, hey, set it to me consistently. I'm big enough I can hit around. I'm not Hinata. You don't need to lead me everywhere. Just set it in the same spot every time. I'll get there and make it work, which I think is good advice for a big guy. Like, you don't have to, you know, use speed to have a small guy get around a big block. You got a big dude. Just set it up high for him, let him go to work type thing. So we'll see. Yeah, so Kageyama's been setting it where he thinks is best. But Tsuki is having a hard time hitting those because he doesn't know where it's going. So Tsuki's also doing some thought and trying to find out where the defense is weak. So I mean, Kageyama agrees. I mean, he's learned his lesson that he's going to try to set the hitters where they want to be set and where it's going to be successful. So Tsuki asks for it pretty consistently in the same spot, and Kageyama says yes. Oh, so he sets him a little bit higher, a little bit off, consistently, and Tsuki goes with the tip. We never see anybody go with the tip. And it scores. Nobody tipped this entire game, and of course it scores, because nobody was ready. Because he faked him out. Respect, like, of course. Why have we never tried this? Tips it again. This time he got dug, though. But you get a chance ball coming back. Asai with the pound. Ah! Yeah! Oh, they scored though, so it's tight. It's got to be 22-21, 23-22, like it's tight. Okay, 23-22. Tsuki tips it again. Middle. When you get a middle who tips on quicks, it's very hard to defend. So that libero digging it is really good. Oh, good dig, Tanaka. Who are you gonna set, Kageyama? Like, it's a crucial point. 23-22. You lose this, you're probably gonna lose the set. So you set to Tsuki from back off the net? And he actually pounds it. Oh, because the guy runs in for a tip and he hits him off his face. I mean, legit. I mean, that's a great play. But to set a middle from there, again, is super tough. They explain with Hinata because he's super fast and physical. But with Tsuki, they didn't explain that. Maybe just because he's big, you found him. Like, that's kind of an amazing play, I guess, by Kageyama. I guess they've explained that he's a genius and he can make that set consistently, but that's like international level play there, from behind the attack line to make a set like that somebody can actually hit deep to 5 hard. Pretty good. Alright, 24-23 for Karasuno. Set point. They need it. Oh, guess who's back to serve? Of course it's this guy's serve on set point. Okay, we're flashing back to Oikawa getting the Best Setter award. And he, you know, I mean, I've said before this guy seems full of himself, and I mean, you have to be confident to be a great player. And when you get awards like this, it definitely helps boost your confidence. I mean, he does seem to treat his teammates well, which is nice, but he also chirps other teams, which I respect. I mean, I love that. So they're telling us the backstory of Oikawa and the Obai Josai and kind of his journey through the kind of junior school, and then into high school, and how he had this guy who he couldn't beat, and then Kageyama comes up and is super good to kind of push him to be better. I mean, it's kind of cool to get the backstory. I'm not really sure why, plot-wise, we need to know what this guy's story is, unless he's going to be kind of a consistent, recurring character. I mean, we're going to get a few more episodes, I guess, of them playing against this team, and I mean, he's practicing his jump serve, like all that. So I'm not really sure why. This is signaling to me that this guy's going to be a character we're going to be seeing a lot of, because they're giving us his backstory, right? They didn't really do that with some of the other characters, so I mean, I guess we'll see. So he was going to hit him, and then his teammate stopped him from slapping young Kageyama? That's an interesting plot point. Like, I mean, if I was Kageyama, I'd be pissed at this guy, and it seems like he was. But we already knew that. They kind of established they had a history. Going this in depth, I'm not. I mean, it's great to know more, but is that going to come into play? I'm guessing it's going to be a factor. Whoa! So then his teammate just headbutts him and yells at him, thinking, "You're being selfish. Quit talking about yourself." I mean, this is an intense backstory for this guy. Holy shit! All right, we're back to the game now. That was quite a long plot dump there on us. All right, so he's back to serve. He's taking a full rip to try to tie things up. He aimed towards Nishinoya though, which it was a great serve, but of course Nishinoya dug it. He's amazing. Like, why would they? Oh, but it's a free ball. Okay, so the serve did its job. Free ball. What's the combo? What are you running? Like, are you gonna dump it? Oh, Kageyama pulls on him because he knows he's reading him. He's gonna set it outside to his trusted buddy. Because he knew, right? His buddy over there. So they both get over there. Smart Kageyama. Of course he's going to set his buddy. Oh, get out, my boy. Read you like a book. Okay, big set win. Still got to go to a third set, though. A lot of work to be done. Okay, so this guy seems even more determined than ever. Just because Kageyama read him like a book. I mean, this guy really wants to beat Kageyama. Alright everyone, that'll do it for this episode. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm trying to take a first impression at this, so I don't always have all the details because some stuff comes later, some of the stuff is like deeper lore to the series and their backstory, so if I say something, I mean, definitely hit me up in the comments below, let me know what you thought, maybe something I missed, of course. I love talking about the volleyball though, because they're getting it so right, and it's such an interesting kind of story to look at, the back and forth in a volleyball game. It's not often even in real life that you get such interesting moves like this, like a player kind of grabbing his middle and saying, "Nah, come this way." I mean, normally they would say that, but he might not do it, so to see that and have it play out and what that actually means is super cool. So love all these characters, love the show, but so hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction from my perspective. And hopefully we can keep this going and get to the end of this season, because who knows what the heck is going to happen. Well, you probably do if you've seen it. I don't. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you next time on Haikyuu Gaming.